guys, I'm Nina, you're the intro bang hipster darlings, and today we're going to talk about the Intouchables. I didn't know what to make of this film before I watched it because it was kind of like all over the place in its advertising. It had kind of like a Pretty Woman description without the sex subplot, and then it had like the goofy poster and the weird name, and I was not entirely sure what to make of it. I almost didn't watch this film, but I'm really glad I did because it's really amazing. Quickie review: if you want to see a really uplifting intellectual story, please go see this movie because it is fantastic and wonderful, and you will be really amazed. Also, Omar Sy, who plays Driz, is kind of hot, so there's that too. This movie was really poignant in all the right ways. Like, the very end, I don't want to give anything away, but at the very end, there's this moment where we see Philippe, who is a quadriplegic, and Driss says, "I'm not staying, but you won't be alone," and it is a wonderful moment because we see Philippe kind of take a leap that he hasn't ever really done before, and is probably one of the scariest things he's ever done, even though he's gone paragliding and that's why he's a paraplegic. So for that, it's really a poignant film. The actors did a really good job. They did a really good job with the acting, but they also had really good chemistry. Francois Cluzet and Omar Sy got along really well, and they bounced off each other really well. They got each other's jokes and timing. The story is really good. It's based on a true story, so that kind of is really nice that this happened, or sort of happened in real life. But it is also, the dramaticism is also really cool. The directing is really good because everything has a place, and there's no scene that needs to be shifted or moved around or not even be in the movie, and that is fantastic. It means that the directors knew what they were doing and they got a really good editor, and so for me that is number one, key number one. The soundtrack in this is really great because it's classical mixed with urban music, and it just flows really well. The cinematography is beautiful. It can be a little bit distracting at times, but that's okay because they have lots of blurred backgrounds and then focus on the action, and sometimes the blurred background does get a little bit like you do see it. And then they go through all these different locations, and that's beautiful and amazing. I really liked this movie. I think one of my favorite parts is when they're in the art gallery and there's this canvas with red paint on it, and it looks like someone has really just like had a nosebleed and just kind of dripped on a canvas, and that's one of the things that Driz says. And this painting ends up going for 41,000 euros, and Philippe buys it because he likes this piece of art. It makes him feel something. And Philippe and Driss are just joking through this moment where he's buying this huge painting of someone essentially bleeding on it. And so for me, like, that is super funny and amazing. Also, like, the Maserati in this is like a fifth character. It is amazing, beautiful car, and it gets used so much. Probably because they had to like sign some way expensive insurance on it while they had it, and so wanted to use it as much as they could, and I agree, it was a very nice car. I think that, yeah, I really like this movie because Driz and Philippe both are people that normal people take pity on. Philippe is a quadriplegic, and Driz is someone from the projects and just wants his unemployment benefits. And so these are people that other people normally take pity on, and so they don't take pity on each other. And that is the best thing about this movie, is that you get these two people who are so used to pity, and you put them together and they rock each other's world, and it's kind of fantastic. So please go see this movie. I love this movie. I think it's close to my top 10. I would put it in my top 10. I've never seen a movie in movie club's history that has gone into one of my favorites so quickly, but this one really did. So thank you, Philip DeFranco, for suggesting this movie. I almost didn't watch it, but thank you for making me do this, because I love doing reviews. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be back tomorrow with a review of Zack and Miri, and then my thoughts on Peter Capaldi as the Doctor. So I will see you guys soon. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and bye, guys.